This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
It's Thursday, June 11th, and this is your Barbados Today morning news update. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Thanks for joining us. We begin with news of possible industrial action at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital involving junior doctors. The National Union of Public Workers has given management until Saturday to address unsatisfactory physical working conditions, along with a lack of basic amenities such as hot water. The union says the lack of proper ventilation to the doctors' living quarters compounds the situation. The QEH has also been told it must address all outstanding issues by June 30. It warned last night that if management fails to deal with these matters, the doctors are prepared to take whatever action is deemed necessary. Heartbreaking news this morning. Doctors treating the Springer Memorial schoolgirl who was pinned under the road taxi when it overturned near the River Van Stan on Tuesday have been given the go-ahead to amputate her arm. At around 7 o'clock last night, the family of 14-year-old Zakaya De Freitas was forced to make the difficult decision to allow her severely damaged left arm to be removed from below the elbow. Zakaya's father, Frankie De Freitas, recalled how he got the news that his daughter was in an accident.
A police officer called me. My daughter gave him the number and he called. So I went with the River Van Stan, called me across, I went straight in the ambulance, saw her laying down. Couldn't believe what I was seeing. Face full of blood. Right, and she's talking. I said, Daddy, do not give up. I'm not giving up and I'm not leaving you, Daddy. See, I'm not crying. You teach me not to cry. You teach me to be tough. And I ain't crying, Daddy. Just don't leave me.
Also speaking to Barbados Today was the great-aunt Linda De Freitas, who is backing the tough stance being taken by transport authorities against public service operators in light of the accident in which almost a dozen students were injured.
They've really got to monitor who they hire to drive these public service vehicles because they are driving human beings and not animals. And even if the children want that excitement, they should be more mature not to do that, whatever they are doing.
Meanwhile, transport authorities are scheduled to meet with stakeholders today to discuss tough measures to crack down on lawlessness on the roads. The meeting comes on the heels of Tuesday's accident. The Transport Authority has suspended the permit of the owner of the vehicle and pledged to increase surveillance in all bus terminals and put additional inspectors on the road. President of the Association of Private Transport Operators, Maurice Lee, says he's in full support of the new measures, but he's questioning the action taken against the PSV operator. Lee tells Barbados Today the driver and the operator should be treated differently.
I'm saying that every situation related to these incidents first must be taken on their own merit. We cannot, in our case, given the circumstance that took place yesterday, just paint everybody with one brush, because I am of the firm view that no one should ever consider making major decisions with poor information. So based on what has happened yesterday, I am of the view that drivers, through due diligence and through due process, must be accountable for his actions after the process has gone through.
Minister of Education Ronald Jones is raising concerns about the number of parents trying to get the results of their children's common entrance examination before they are officially released. During a press conference yesterday to announce the marks, Jones warned the parents and guardians to desist from calling anyone in his ministry for scores in the future.
The ministry always acts expeditiously in trying to get the marks out. So there's really no need for anybody to be constantly calling, asking if they're out yet. When they're out, we put them out. We don't delay them really. Or calling individual persons to check on their child marks. All of those things are really not the best approach to take. If you call me, and even if I had them the same day, you will not get them. Because corruption creeps slowly, but it can also be galvanized.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Farley Hill, Crane Beach, fried chicken at Pug's Bar. All parts of Barbadian life that some might know, but others don't. So join me, Katrina Marshall, as I go about town and across country, peeking into tucked away districts and liming with the people who bring them to life. About town and across country, coming soon to Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Welcome back with news from the region that Guyana's new president, David Granger, has addressed the parliament for the first time since winning last month's general election, and he again reached out to the opposition PPP. He also announced some budget measures and laid out his government's legislative agenda. The PPP has boycotted parliament, claiming that elections were rigged.
We shall, in pursuit of the common good, build bridges across chasms. We therefore renew our invitation to the People's Progressive Party to join a partnership for national unity and the Alliance for Change in this honorable House to serve the people. Thousands of Guyanese a month ago believed that they elected us to craft a collaborative approach to confront the challenges facing our country. This is the time for collaboration, not confrontation. This is the place, the halls of the National Assembly, where we will conduct the great debate on Guyana's future.
And finally, on the international scene, Pope Francis has created a church tribunal to judge bishops who fail to protect children from sexually abusive priests. The Vatican announcement yesterday is seen as a move long sought by abuse victims and their advocates. The new court will be part of the powerful Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith, the Catholic Church's chief watchdog.
The Pope's statement this morning is the first time he has apologized for the sexual abuse of children by priests in the Catholic Church. It is significant for the strong language which the Pope uses. He calls it an evil which the Church will not step back from, and he says that sanctions must be imposed. Pope Francis has come under some criticism in this first year of his pontificate by those who think he has not spoken out strongly enough on the sex abuse issue. And he has responded in part to that criticism this morning when he was speaking to a group, an NGO, responsible for the care of children.
I feel compelled to personally take on all the evil which some priests, quite a few in number, obviously not compared to the number of all the priests, to personally ask for forgiveness for the damage they have done, for having sexually abused children. The Church is aware of this damage. It is personal, moral damage, carried out by men of the Church, and we will not take one step backward with regards to how we deal with this problem.
And on that note, we come to the end of our Barbados Today morning news update. However, you can join us again this afternoon Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. We're also on Channel 101 online TV and Mix 96.9 FM. There you can get all the latest news and sports. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. To have a wonderful and safe Thursday.